The world doesn't give a fuck about you. The world cares about results. It cares about what can you produce, what can you do. It doesn't matter that you're going through a rough time. It doesn't matter that things are extremely difficult. It does not matter. And why am I saying this? Why am I making this video? It's something I've been thinking for a while, and it's the absolute truth. And anyone who comes into my life telling me, oh, people like, no, they fucking don't. Everyone has their own shit to deal with, their own agenda for life, their own things they need to do, they need to focus on. So if you're sitting there and you're going through the worst fucking time ever, the most terrible things are happening to you, and you still do not show up, and you still do not perform, you still don't produce the thing that you're supposed to produce, no one's gonna sit there and be like, oh, and baby you. Like, this is real life. You don't show up to work on time. There's consequences. People aren't going to really give a fuck, and you cannot expect that to be a consistent thing. I'm not going to sit here and be delusional and say there's never a time that people show empathy. But I believe for the better part of life, you can't expect that to be real. It's not real. And in my case in life, it's really not. It doesn't matter how many things I'm struggling with, how much of my time I need, if people need me for something else. My time is not valuable to other people, to certain other people. They don't give a fuck about what I have to do or what I'm worried about. It's about what they need from me, and for that to be done properly. That is it. And I don't know if the world as it is functions, if it's any other way than that. This is reality, right? And to people out there who feel sad and they feel depressed and they feel like, oh my God, why me? Why am I going through this? Why is this happening? Why? And it's a very fucked up thing to say, but man, like, you're in this position. You have to climb out. You have to figure out a way to get yourself out and do what you need to do, right? And figure out how to exist in this world. Because it's unforgiving, right? It's cruel, it's unforgiving, and even the closest people to you will have expectations of you to do what you need to do, right? And I wanted to spend a few seconds talking about time, because I brought that up because it does kind of elevate this topic, this conversation, I think, a bit. My time and the things that I need to do and the things that are important to me, I might want to put a bunch of time into. I think that are the most important things in the world for me to do, the most important things in the world for me to finish, to focus my attention to. Somebody else has their own set of things too, that they need to be done, that they want to be done for their future. So when you meet other human beings, guys, this is where conflict a lot of times can happen. Everyone has their own value system, what they want to prioritize. And the other day I was feeling very frustrated because I was like, what the fuck? It's like nobody's considerate. No one ever goes like, hey man, like, do you have the time to do this? Like, are you able to, like, it is my time to others is just something that they can take and will take if they can, right? And I found that when I set like boundaries around that, people would get mad at me, like, oh, you can't have time for this, you can't do this, you can't. It's like, well, no, I need things to do for myself, but it's just you're never gonna, you know what I mean? Now they don't like me. Now they don't like you. Now they're mad at you for not doing the thing, for not producing the thing, for not having that product out. Let me give you another example, because I might be speaking a little bit too much in abstract. Maybe you're somebody who produces something. Maybe you produce music. Maybe you make TV. Maybe you make some form of art, whatever you're making, right? But the quality of that needs to be consistent for you to have people who actually give a fuck about whatever you have. Okay, because if they don't care about that, if they don't have that, then you don't have work. You don't have things to do. So this is how it really tangibly, relates to the real world. Okay. To expect other people to have empathy, to have care, to be like, hey, do you have time? What's going on? To expect that when you fail at doing something, for somebody to come up to you and say, hey, normally you don't do this bad. And what happened? What happened? Like, what's like, do not expect empathy from other human beings. Do not expect it. If it happens, that's great. Okay. But it is unrealistic. That is really what I want to talk about in this video. I don't know what else I can add to this, but let me just pause for a sec. Yeah, to add to this, like, your time, your needs, your whatever, man, like, you're alone. You are completely fucking alone. And again, like, I hate to keep drawing it back to myself because I'm just some fucking random guy. But at the end of the day, it's like, just imagine like all the different things that you need to do in your life, in your day. And like, just knowing that all of that's there, and it's just not enough for you to, it's not enough for you to do that. It's not enough, guys. It's not enough. There's always something else. There's always something that you're not able to keep up with. I think a lot of times when people admire superheroes, it's because of the fact that, hey, like they have to somehow manage to deal with all of the stressors, all of the life, all of the responsibility, and they get up and they decide to do it anyways. Okay? These stories are inspiring because we aspire to be someone who can handle all of that. And for any one human being, that seems ridiculous. And I don't want to come out here and sound like I'm bashing people for being in a low place, for going through something difficult. But you need to have that mentality of knowing that no matter where you are in that place, people are going to look down on you. They're going to treat you like shit. They're going to try and they're going to do anything they can to benefit themselves for the most part. Okay. And it sounds cruel, and a lot of people will not agree, but for the greater world, okay, let's just say people outside of your circle, okay, if you're looking to succeed at something, to do something, you have to just internalize that, right? And then any time that you get to do what you need to do, you go hard. That's just what I'm thinking. A bit rambly, a bit of a downer talk, if you will. But yeah, if you disagree, comment down below. See you in the next video. Peace.